Game Empire has taken 1.
Blue-black on blue-black.
NXT.
How do they manage this?
Sure.
Well, what happened was Darwin almost always goes black. So Your Move Games basically called an audible because they were going to go with, they didn't plan it ahead of time. I talked to them. They said they didn't plan it ahead of time, but by the time Darwin had 2 heat rays and Kurt Bergner had committed to red-green, they saw no reason to put black in the 3 seat.
Right.
Just like, Darwin, you have 2 heat rays anyway. We'll just put black in the middle. They almost always have Darwin play black, but because they didn't want red-green against black anyway, they thought that's a bad matchup for the black deck, so they just shifted black into the middle.
So what's the life totals in this game?
Life totals are both 18 to 16.
So fairly early.
That Phyrexian Reclamation looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, the Reclamation does look like a beast.
Let's see. What are blue-black's ways to remove enchantments again? There's
Confiscate.
Confiscate, yeah. I mean, there's a null, but it's too late for a null.
He could rescind a null.
He could rescind a null. I don't think he has either of those cards in his deck, but he might have a rescind.
Wow. Humpherys is not playing a Polluted Mire. He's not playing a Rewind.
Why would you not play Polluted Mire?
Why would you not play Rewind in this deck? He's chosen to play both his mental disciplines.
And he also left Whetstone in the sideboard. Because he's playing 2 mental disciplines, he can't win with Whetstone anyway, I think is part of the theory. So Whetstone's in the board. First pick overall. Or first pick out of his pack, I believe.
Comer's chosen to play his Rewind, but not his Spire Owl. 2 Hollow Dogs, Phyrexian Goals, Scourge.
Comer's the one with all the flyers, right?
Ravenous Scourge.
The one answer black-blue has to enchantments is dying, and then the enchantments get shuffled back into the deck.
Thornwood Fairies, Vigilant Drake, 2 Kingfishers.
Yeah, there's a lot of flyers in Alan Comer's deck.
Sleeping Scourge.
Dave Humphreys told me he actually counter-drafted incorrectly. He should have killed a Kingfisher that went into Comer's deck. And instead, he took a twisted experiment.
I'd see it.
But he's out-flyered. Comer has Morsies. Yeah. But Phyrexian Reclamation makes more flyers. Phyrexian Reclamation Debaser seems pretty good against an army of Kingfishers. All right. So Humphreys is taking a little bit of damage. But he's got, Reclamation and a lot of mana has to be good. He's also got Ring of Gix in his hand. Oh, and he's got the Reclamation Sandbar Serpent card drawing engine. Cycle, bring it back. Cycle, bring it back.
He's got to get that Ring of Gix into play. Is he worried about Rewind? Rewind's in the graveyard. He's got to get that Ring of Gix into play.
What got rewound, I wonder? All right, so there's a 3/3 Broodlings. Raven Familiar was rewound.
So now he's got to cycle this Sandbar Serpent.
Or bring back Raven Familiar.
Or bring back Raven Familiar or Debaser.
Forget about the cycle card.
No,
I didn't know there was a Raven Familiar in the graveyard.
Raven Familiar? I think he's better off.
Raven Familiar Reclamation is not bad.
I think he's better off casting Ring of Gix, though. He's got to stop taking damage if he wants this Reclamation to really...
Yeah, he doesn't want to take a Broodling hit. That's certainly true.
So I think I would have cycled there. You get it. You want land right now. You would rather just play a land and get your Ring of Gix into play, I think.
Sandbar Serpent can block Phyrexian Broodlings. He can just cast it. Or he can cast Ring of Gix.
Sure.
Now he's going to have 2 mana up available to cycle or bring back another creature. What's in his graveyard? Is that a Denouncer, maybe?
Is he going to cast
He has the Debaser.
Oh, he's going full Echo.
Sure. He wants a swamp here? What does he want? What does he want to draw?
I think he wants Fogbank.
Yeah, he immediately takes the flying regenerating blocker. He just wants to set up a wall of defense so that he can work Comer with card advantage.
Comer does have a Soul Feast.
Very true. How many blue flyers does Dave have? I see that Chime of Night. Alan has a Chime of Night in his hand right now. Wondering how useful that is in this matchup.
Dave has a Peregrine Drake, a Raven Familiar, and a Kingfisher.
Is that enough to play Chime Up? I mean, he can use it really well. He's got all these Broodling tricks. All right, do you echo Raven Familiar? Obviously, you echo Ring of Gix.
If you echo Raven Familiar, you just end up chump blocking with it, don't you?
I agree. I think you let Raven Familiar die. That way you can reclaim it back again a little bit. Meanwhile, you want to cast Fog and Gnats and block the Hollow. That way you can block Hollow Dogs and Broodling, right?
Two.
Fog and Gnats blocks one, Ring of Gix taps the other. So echo the ring, play Fog and Gnats. Okay, so no, never mind. We'll change the shot. Never mind. Done this. So we're still in Humphrey's.
Still in the
He's debating
with the echo.
He's got to decide what to echo and what land to tap.
I think if he echoes this Raven Familiar, all he's gonna do is chump block.
For both of them. Okay. Is that better than letting it die and casting Fog and Gnats?
It's really not that different. Leaves you with less options. I can't picture him taking. Well, he could just take the 3. I just don't see it being worth taking any damage.
Darwin Castle, by the way, has won game 2. He's now up 2-0 against Kurt Bergner.
So now the Raven Familiar dies.
Darwin Castle had a really good matchup against Kurt Bergner. Darwin Castle had a red-white deck that he said should never lose.
What, did he just tap the Broodlings? Aren't they 4/4? Oh, same thing. They're 5/5. All right.
No.
That'd have been really random.
Fog and Gnats would have been.
Well, he can't predict Chimonite, but
Why can't he predict Chimonite? It's Rochester draft.
he shouldn't have the Chimonite in theory.
Yeah.
Possibly.
He's got like 3 or 4 blue creatures.
Oh, Sept the Nightshade's a good draw.
Yeah, Thunder Nightshade's pretty good.
So now he sets the set the Broodlings. Get rid of those things.
I still think he should have let Raven Familiar die and played Fog and Gnats.
I agree.
You've definitely got card advantage.
I still think he should have cycled Sandbar Serpent 100 years ago. He knew he's never going to cast it. Dave Humpherys just always has a lot of cards in his hand. Doesn't matter what format.
I mean, Alan recognizes that he has to play for the short game. Humphreys is just trying to stabilize and win in the long game. Meanwhile, Comer is just put my creatures, tap
David
them all for
Humphreys,
attack.
more so than any other player in professional Magic, has never played Beatdown. Ever. So, what has he sent? I think you got to get rid of that Broodling. He's annoying.
Yeah.
Does
Fog and Gnats
Comer have
can hold off everything else?
Does Comer have disease carriers? Yeah, he's got disease carriers in his deck. You got to get rid of that Broodling. It's annoying. Then you get rid of the Ghoul later. I don't know.
He lost so much card advantage by echoing that Raven Familiar, taking 5 to the head when you have Reclamation in play. I mean, he got Chimonite out of Alan's hand, but
Chimonite would be useless if he just let the Raven Familiar die.
as long as he doesn't play the...
Well, what's he doing?
He's counting cards, counting black cards. He's trying to figure out what to show him.
What on earth?
Some sort of strange bluff about how many black cards he has in his hand.
What is
love one.
this?
How many black cards does he in fact
He
have?
has a lot.
Did he have all that he needed to kill the broodlings?
Sure.
Like, he's not going to have to show them. Oh, he's tapped out.
Well, maybe he only had 4 to kill the broodlings. Broodlings is 5/5. Where'd all his land go? Did he have more land a second
No,
ago?
he's only had about 6. Your turn.
Is he gonna cycle that serpent?
No, he's only got 1 mana
If you're
untapped.
gonna cycle that serpent, he could very easily have another land. Like, things could be so much nicer.
He had 4 black cards in his hand, by the way, which was not enough
Oh,
to kill
alright.
5/5 broodling.
Become another broodlings.
Declare mine. Attack. Good damage on the start.
It's broodling mania now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Fog and Gnats and Ring of Gigs should be enough to hold off those 2 creatures, right?
Yep.
Trading Cockroach for Ghoul seems reasonable for
But
both
Reclamation, that 5 damage makes.
players. That's such a big difference. Such a big difference. And you say Comer does have a Soul Feast?
Yeah.
All right, so what's Humphrys' plan now? He's at 7. He needs to play Fog and Gnats to get another blocker into play, I would think. What do you think?
He keeps doing this thing with his cards. That's very strange. Like, clearly he plays Fog and Ants.
How much mana does that leave him? He's going to have a mana to tap with the ring, a mana to regenerate the Fog and Gnats. That leaves him 3 mana to work with. So he's probably going to use that mana to cycle?
I would
Or
cycle.
possibly to activate Reclamation.
He can't take more damage if he activates the Reclamation. Losing the Soul Feast right now would.
He can use it one more time and still not lose the Soul Feast.
Why
right?
did he cast him?
Because it'll block and kill the broodlings.
Why not just cast the Fog and Ants though?
Well, he did.
But he has out of black, right?
He's out of black. He's just gonna use ring.
He
he drew a land.
He drew a land. Nice. Oh, now he's.
Yeah, that all worked out fine. I didn't realize he had a land in his hand.
Is it Thornwood Fairies?
Thornwood Fairies does nothing. It dies to Twisted Experiment.
Yep. Yeah, that 5 damage was absolutely gigantic.
Humphrys is in control here, though.
I just don't really understand what the point to echoing the Raven Familiar was if you're planning on blocking with it anyway. Why not just cast Fog and Ants?
I agree.
Go.
All right, now you untap. Is it time for Humphrys to start serving? Does Rank
Uh-huh.
and File go in?
No.
He's going to twist the Thornwood Fairies. He's going
Then
to
Rank
bring
and
in
File
Fog
can't
and
go in.
Gnats.
Well, then Rank and File can't go in. The Broodlings is.
Rank and File can go in first.
Right. If he sends Rank and File in first, might not be the worst idea ever.
He can also play Sandbar Serpent and start going beat down with the Sandbar Serpent.
Well, this Rank and File can be 4/4. Problem is, if he has to kill a Thornwood Fairy, that's going to make the other Broodling 4/4.
Or 2/3/3 Broodlings.
No, one's already 5/5.
Oh, 5/5 and 3/3.
And one's already 3/3.
No, that one's new. That one just got cast. That's
No,
the
like,
first
it
one.
has the ghoul on. Right? He sacrificed the ghoul to the second
Okay.
Broodling.
Penny blends in with the Broodling artwork. I apologize.
So now what does Dave do? I think he might have to Reclamation that Raven. I even get the Debaser.
Debaser doesn't kill anything, though.
Debaser attacks for 2
It
damage
does
each
attack.
turn.
Well, it does fly in. Or you can play Sandbar Serpent.
Well, I don't see the point of this at all. What does that do?
It's a monster.
Dude, the ground monsters are too big. You have to win in the air now. I'd rather just cycle Sandbar Surf.
He can win. I mean, he has Ring of Gigs. He can win on the ground.
Sick and tired is really bad for the old Fogonets.
Uh-oh.
Hey?
Yeah. So now he's going to have to chump block here, use Reclamation to get back Fogonets. He can double block, though.
Sure. I mean, having ground creatures seems perfectly reasonable against a 5/5 Broodlings. How is he going to deal with the Broodlings? Or maybe you just kill the 4/4 Broodlings.
Now he's going to sick and... Well, now there's no point to sick and tiring the Fogonets because you don't want to run your Broodling and get double blocked.
He could attack thinking that Humpherys will block with the Fog and one of the 3-power creatures.
Oh.
Then reckon with Sick and Tired?
I don't think Humphrey
Yeah.
should be that.
I agree.
Who would do that? Nobody would do that. Maniacs might do that.
We've seen stranger plays.
Have seen stranger plays. Where's that mental discipline right now?
That land would have been a great draw if he was at 12 instead of 7.
Yeah, if he's
And
at 12 instead of 7, this game's over.
Yeah.
He can feel free to use Reclamation twice.
Or 3 times, probably. Go down to 6. You're fine.
I'd still use it once here, I think.
I agree.
I would cast the Baser.
Not Raven?
The Baser twice as much damage. And it's, who knows if he has Chime of Night in his deck.
Sandbark Turpin's on the table already.
Maybe I would get the Familiar.
It'd be fun if he had Urtai's Familiar in his deck. The classic blue-black card.
He is going to Reclamation.
Targeting
Probably the
18 to
Familiar.
5.
If I know Dave Humphreys, it's Raven Familiar.
Absolutely. Didn't he play a Raven Familiar in his New York deck that none of the other Euromove players had?
I'm not sure.
I think he had one Raven Familiar.
The problem with Raven Familiar here is, what are you hoping to get? You've already drawn every good card in your deck.
Sorry, they all had Raven Familiar in their deck. I'm misremembering. There was some cards that Humphreys had that the others didn't. Some card advantage card. Oh, he had a Frantic Search. It's the one card he had. All right, so his choices are Swamp. Oh, what are Humphrey's choices?
Swamp, Sick and Tired, and...
No, isn't that Comer's hands?
No, I think Humphreys has a choice.
Sick and Tired, but Foul Swamp. Yeah,
Yeah.
those were his choices.
But Foul's not very exciting.
Well, no.
Sick and Tired's not very exciting.
Swamp's not very exciting.
Not very exciting. See, he really has drawn every good card in his deck. I don't even see the point of getting the food.
He's drawn every good.
Pretty much.
It doesn't sound right. He has Peregrine Drake left. Bog Raiders would be pretty good.
Oh, Bog Raider would be good. Freaking no, he's got that.
Plate Beetle. Random Kingfisher.
Kingfisher.
He has a Soul Feast.
He has a Soul Feast?
Dave Humphreys has a Soul Feast.
They both have a Soul Feast? They do both have a Soul Feast.
They both have a Soul Feast.
Oh, that's parody then. They should just play without him in their deck.
That sounds fair.
They should just agree to take out the Soul Feast ahead of time.
Go.
All right. He echoes. Now this time it's the right play to echo the Raven.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's your offense.
He needs that in.
1, 1.
Oh, two.
The 9-turn clock. Much faster.
Sick and Tired hasn't happened yet.
That's Sick and Tired. Do you think it's Fog of Gnats and Plague Beetle?
It's not bad.
That's not bad. Actually, one of the problems with Plague Beetle is that even against the decks you can Swamp Walk on, they usually have Sick and Tired.
I guess that's one of the problems with Plague Beetle.
You think there are other problems with Plague Beetle? Is that
Possibly?
Okay.
The art's not very good either.
Your turn.
The flavor text is good though. Oh no, that's Carrion Beetle. I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Ravenous Rats.
Oh. COMER 7.
You claim my attack.
Your Move Games, originally in Somerville, Massachusetts, of course, has now recently opened a second store in Providence, Rhode Island, which is an interesting town, to say the least, from my experiences in Providence. And it's actually nothing like the television show Providence.
They have stuff on TV other than sports.
Yes.
That's all I ever seem to watch.
Count. That's 2.
By sports, you mean professional wrestling, right?
That's a sport. We should get a health update on Rob Downey.
There's that Kingfisher.
There's some offense.
Sure. Take 2.
Sick and Tired comes out right here, right? Comer takes 2 down to 15. He's holding on to his Sick and Tired.
He's waiting till he can. That matters if the Fog and Nats can't block, I guess. I don't know.
Thinking maybe he can get Humphrys to overcommit, relying on the Fog to block.
Yeah. Not that Humphrys would do that, I don't think.
I don't think so. Dave's much more interested in the long game than the short game. In this match and in general when he plays.
You claim my attack.
It is a darn shame David Humphrys not currently among the people going to the Invitational.
Go ahead.
I agree. One of the more deserving people that didn't make it. Mark Lapine, actually, I think is the most deserving person not to make it.
Yes, I'm afraid to say that is true.
All right, it's time to shut down the Plague Beetle. Enough is enough. I'm not taking more than one from that thing.
So there's no way Humphrys uses the Reclamation again, right?
Seems risky at best. If he draws a Soul Feast, he's fine.
No. 2.
We've just been informed that Rob Dougherty's health is apparently intact because he's up 2-0.
And Darwin's up 2-0 as well?
And Darwin is up 2-0. That's true. Dougherty's deck is good enough that his health may not be relevant to him being up 2-0. Wonder if Brian Feldman threw Hope and Glory in the second game, too.
Wow, we need to show Selden the videotape after that match.
That was crazy.
It was absolutely insane. It was a train wreck game. It really was.
It's one of the films they show you at like magic
It's
school.
so
You get a
weird.
magic ticket and you have to go to class.
It was so strange because it wasn't like usually when people do it, they make
No, I
like the kind of thing good players would do, myself included. When you
Uh-huh.
make a big mistake, is you make one giant, dumb, absent-minded error.
Yeah.
But like it was almost like he made it once and then said, "I'm just gonna make it seem like I never intended to cast it ever," or something. I don't know. It's really strange. Just like his whole plan was just wrong from the beginning, and he was standing by it.
Yeah.
It's like high school debaters that are trained to argue their position even when they know they're wrong.
Uh-huh.
It's very, very unusual.
Humphries is trying to make sure he has enough cards left in his library to win before he gets decked.
Your turn.
Kingfisher goes away.
Ostracized.
What did Alan just draw?
Probably nothing that matters. Ostracized?
Ostracize. That's what I thought it was. Nope, that does nothing. Broodlings and the rat still can't punch through. Sandbar Serpent and Rank and File are doing a
Yeah, like
decent
that.
job of blocking on the ground. If he'd cycled that Sandbar Serpent, the second Broodling would be hard to hold off. Of course, if he had 5 more life. So Comer's down to 12, is that right?
Ooh, Blue Lightning.
Which does...
No. great, though.
Absolutely not.
Not blocks for Ravenous Rats. I'd cast it.
Sorry. Kill.
There's 3 more in the air with the blue flyers.
Humphrey smashes Comer down to 9. 3 more turns unless Comer draws something. But if it's blue flyer, Humphrey's just the foul.
Your turn.
Comer has nothing in his hand but land.
Comer one on the Humphrey's boss. Okay, my attack.
Well, everyone thought Rob Dougherty's deck was insane, and a lot of people thought that Kurt Bergner's deck was a really bad matchup against Darwin Castle. Kurt Bergner told me he was actually disappointed that there were no about faces in the draft in
To
Legacy.
deal with Wall Glare.
Darwin has Wall of Glare, Tormented Angel. Kurt would have started Absolute Face about face if there had been one.
Absolute Face would be a cool card.
That'd be all right. Darwin told me that he thought his deck should never lose to red-green, but if Kurt drew Fault Line, that he could win. Darwin said what he actually believed was he was not going to lose a game where Kurt did not draw Fault Line.
Absolute Face could be an enchantment where every creature's power and toughness are reversed. That's an idea, huh? Nice.
Lands.
Okay, my attack.
Comer draws another land. He's at 6 now, so he's only got 1 draw phase left. Mental Discipline. Humphrey's counts his deck. Takes his time. Still just 3 through the air, right? Is there some point where you just alpha attack and finish it quicker? Doesn't seem like Dave's style.
Doesn't seem, no, it's not Dave's
It's like you just attack for 3, say done, and see if Comer ever comes up with an answer.
So why did
What's he
Comer
thinking about?
take the Hellkite?
I asked him that very question. Both Alan and Kurt honestly believe Arc Lightning is a better card than Shivan Hellkite. This is the 5th Hellkite they've drafted this weekend. They've had 4 previous Hellkites. No one of them ever did anything.
Really?
The Hellkite was a pure counter draft. They're like, all right, you want the Arc Lightning, and well, we don't really want the other team to have a Hellkite.
It really seems like against Darwin's deck, Hellkite would be insane.
It's really hard to know that in the 5th pack of Saga. Though.
That's true, that's true.
In retrospect, yes, I think the Hellkite would be really good against Darwin. Can't block it with Tormented Angel. Can't kill it because he with like
Doesn't
for a
doesn't
lot.
matter if you block it because it just kills you with direct damage. Heat Ray is good against the Hellkite though. He does have 2 Heat Rays.
But yeah, they honestly thought Arc Light. They believe Arc Light needs to just be a better card.
They're very close. I don't think it's ridiculously like. I think they're very close cards. I really do.
Thornwind Fairies. Comer casts Thornwind. Humphrey's left back Raven Familiar to block. Why did he leave back Raven Familiar?
I don't know.
Thornwind Fairies. That's gonna probably get befouled.
So this is why did he leave back Raven Familiar?
I mean, it was a 2-turn clock, and he just made it a 3-turn clock in order to have a chump blocker back available. I mean, he gets to play with Mental Discipline for a bit.
Ooh, Mental Discipline.
That's fine. People say, "Oh, why would you ever put 2 Mental Disciplines in your deck?" But this seems fine. You send cycle
the
the first
reason
one
you
away to
don't
the second
put 2
one.
in your deck is because you draw 2 in your opening hand and you die.
All right, maybe. He's obsessed with getting himself decked and not getting chump blocked, and he should just be attacking to win the game this turn. All he has to do is tap Thornwind Fairies and attack for the last 3, but he didn't attack with Raven Familiar
He
last
can
turn.
befoul Thornwood Fairies.
I guess he can also
tap Broodlings and.
I mean, he can get through if he's willing to commit everything, but I thought it would have been like I'm not convinced he wants to attack.
I would have attacked
Blue
Raven
Lightning
Familiar
rank and
last
file.
game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's Bob Raiders too. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Humphreys should still win this game. It just may take him an extra turn.
So he befouls the fairies here. quite clearly, I would think. But
Yeah, he doesn't want them to go active.
no.
It's interesting that every match in this finals, semifinals, both matches in the semifinals were 2-0 or were 2, and then they didn't bother finishing the third game. So, will the finals go to 3?
Not looking like it.
No, Rob and Darwin both have pretty good leads. All right, so Dave's thinking about whether to befoul, whether to cast Bog Raiders.
What? Just befoul it. You're killing us.
What's he trying to draw? Soul Feast? His odds of getting a Soul Feast are fairly good.
What's it matter? Like, there's no way he loses this game. I don't think there's a card in either of their decks that change the outcome of this game at this point. Like,
He has to befoul Thornwind Fairies, or else he might lose the Soul Feast.
well, not befouling. I never considered not befouling to be an option.
Right.
Now, is he going to attack for the win or no?
It's kind of risky to attack for the win, isn't it?
Does Comer have snap? No.
Big Sponge?
No. I don't think Comer
SWAT?
has. I don't think
He
Comer
has
has.
SWAT.
Comer has. Comer does not have SWAT. Comer does not have snap. He has miscalculation, which means nothing right now. Comer, I'm pretty sure, does not have a spell which could affect the outcome of that attack phase. No, Comer has nothing.
So this game's over.
I mean, Humpherys might not know that, but he should have a good idea. It would be over if he'd attack last turn.
Yep.
But I don't. That no attack.
It could be over if he alphas this turn.
That no attack last turn is bizarre.
I don't get it either.
He doesn't even need to alpha. He can even leave back one blocker. Well, one blocker's not enough then.
Yeah.
Hit you for 2.
That is Burger. Oh, Rob Doherty has Lightning Dragon on the board. So
Hey, my ball.
he's got that going for him.
What? I got 4 ways to kill you next turn. Comer's a 2.
This is so
Dave's
strange.
playing it safe.
I
Give
guess.
his opponent the next turn.
I've
Doesn't sound that safe.
seen safe in my time, but this is really safe. Oh, miscalc. Cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it. So Dave Humphreys evens that match at 1-1.